Okay, hey everybody, it's Kathleen Hepler on with my two favorite friends tonight, and got tons to talk about, so let's get right to it. We have Amy Kosmowski. Unmute yourself and say hello.
Am I not unmuted? Hey!
There you go, and Erin O'Keefe.
What?
All right, so ladies, we have tons to talk about. And even stuff that just came out today in our emails for incentives, but today is all about role playing. Amy and Erin are all about it, so take it away, my girls.
Hey guys.
Where do we start? There's so much to do.
I know. You know what, guys? We kind of thought about this. Erin and I were talking earlier this week, and we were like, we've got so many excited new people, a lot of questions that keep being repeated in our group, which is fantastic. I mean, that's how we learn, right? We all ask the same questions that you guys are asking. So we kind of figured it might be better for you guys to have a recorded call where you could play it back to hear what we would say to someone. Of course, what we say may not be the perfect thing to work for you. You've got to work your relationship, your personality into everything that you do in this business. It's network marketing. It's all about relationships. And we're going to give you what has worked for us, because trust me when I tell you, I have failed. I have failed a lot in this whole category of how to approach and how to talk to people. So we're just going to kind of give you what's working now, what hasn't worked. Yeah. So that you can kind of take a look at what you've done. And
I've never failed. I've never done anything wrong. And everything is perfectly smooth all the time. But let's start with this. Kathleen had a great idea, and because it's so fresh and so new, we just got an email, right? So if you're brand new, you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you've been around for a few months, since maybe March, you would have gotten an email to try to win back some customers. So Plexus is giving, just send us an email. The list of your customers are at the bottom. If they ordered within a certain time and haven't ordered in the last few months, they're getting a 10% off. So what I did, I had 6 names on my list, and I took a snapshot of it just so I'd have the code, and I just said, go check your email, girl. You're going to need this so here's what you're going to say. Go check your email. You need this new pink drink. It's seriously amazing, and Plexus is giving you 10% off. And I'm also doing a rebate for anyone who orders until the month end on Slim alone, and I'm giving an extra $10 off too. Let's go. That's all I said. Simple. Like I'm not going, why the pink drink and the prebiotic and the XOS and the Acromantia. It's literally, girl, you got to get some pink drink. You just got an email. Let's do this. You still have your login, right? Let's go order. That's it. Simple.
Yeah. I mean, guys, remember when you're talking to them, they're your friends. They're people that you talk to all the time. If you're coming at them with Acromantia and XOS and prebiotics and blah, 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 you're going to sound like a salesperson. Come to them as their friend. Talk to them. Be like, look, this is what I can tell you it's done for me. I know it can do the same for you. Go order it. 60-day money back guarantee. Go check your email.
Yeah. Awesome. Simple.
Love it.
Hold on. Before then, but I'm going to give you guys some objections, though. So say that they do that, and then say you guys send out those. My favorite thing is to do voice message all the time. Typing it in doesn't have that same effect. But say your prospect or your old customer or your friend or whatever writes back and says, I don't know, I'm not really sure, or we have money might be an issue or something like that. We're going to talk about that a lot later. You guys are. Mm-hmm. But what if they give you an objection like, I'm not really sure, or thanks, but no thanks? What would you say?
I think you have to just keep asking questions. Can I ask what exactly is holding you back? Is there something that you're missing that I need to give you more information on? Are you concerned about whatever? I try to just dig and dig and dig and don't just take no for an answer. I try to ask more questions. Mm-hmm. Amy?
I do the same thing. It's all about the questions. Again, it's all about the relationship. And I also try to play off of maybe something that I've seen on their Facebook page, or something that I've talked to them about. Maybe their Facebook page, they talked about being tired, or they talked about being frustrated with not fitting into their summer clothes, or maybe they talked about not being able to afford summer camp for Joshua or whatever. I like to kind of play into that too. Hey girl, I know exactly how you feel. Felt, found. Mm-hmm. We'll go into that a little bit later. But, I felt the same way too. And what I found was this pink drink was the answer for me. And I'd love to get you just to try it. And I know you'll love it. So I ask the questions, but I also play off of what I know about them based on or Facebook.
And you guys might want to answer this later because I have a lot of questions with this because primarily I'm getting interest from my Facebook posts. So we're going through instant messenger. And there's a lot of different questions. Someone said today that, you know, they didn't want a laxative. And I said that the BioCleanse does not have a laxative in it. And you guys might get to that. Clearly, I believe that's what you guys are going to do tonight. But so the majority right now for me are from the posts that I'm making on Facebook and then having people private message me. And then we're communicating. Which I just wrote down voice message is probably best. And I'm giving them my cell. No one's calling. And they're like long lost friends, so I don't have their number. So maybe you'll get to that, but I just want to interrupt for 1 minute and just hopefully you will.
Yeah, so let's save all of like the specific questions to the end. And a lot of those ingredient questions might be better in a private conversation with your sponsor or one of us versus on this call, like, you know, all the ingredients in BioCleanse. And these are more like overall general objections, how to enroll someone, how to, you know, fend off the, it costs too much money, that kind of stuff. But we're going to go to the questions at the end. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I think one thing to always remember too is when you're posting on Facebook, it's natural that people are going to reach out to you. Perhaps maybe it'll take them a while, but if people are reaching out to you and when they are reaching out to you, you know, you've got a lot of options of how you're going to respond to them. First and foremost, you don't ever want to be on defense. You don't ever want to be defending our products. That's not what you're here for. You don't ever want to be playing Plexus up against something else like, oh, well, how does it compare to XYZ? I don't ever go into that game. I don't then go to XYZ's website and try to see what the ingredients are. You know what? Leave XYZ where it is. Here's what I can tell you about Plexus. Here's where I am with my journey with Plexus. You know, feel free to research the other one, but this is what I can tell you about Plexus. I don't ever love playing the back and forth game. So that's first and foremost. And defense, be on the offense, you know, be on the ready, be on the know. You know your friends, you know the ones that are cheap, you know the ones that are going to be, you know, money conscious and are going to have that as their first objective. So block that first. And we're going to go into that, but just kind of position yourself. I've been talking a lot, and you might have seen a lot of the posts lately, and Erin will tell you, I think it's like been my word of the month is posture. You've got to posture yourself with confidence. Hey, here's what I'm offering. I'm offering Plexus, and this is great. And if you want to join me, great. And if you don't, that's okay too. We're still friends. But it's just all about, hey, this is what I'm offering, right? Posture. Put yourself out there. Don't be like shying back, playing defense, pulling back away from people. Just, hey, I got Plexus. I'm not going anywhere.
Amy, let's go into the big one. We're going to get to cost later because that's a huge one, but let's go into enrolling an ambassador with the almighty convenience order on. All right. So we didn't even practice this. We just do this every day. So we know what we're doing here. So we're going to play off each other, but who do you want to be? Do you want to be the sponsor or the enroller?
Whatever, you take it. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Oh, I have to decide. Look at Kathleen. She's like, I'm going to become a control freak. You two get it together. All right. I'll sign you up.
All right. Hey, Erin. So, you know, I saw your post today, and I'm really interested, you know, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of money to spend.
Oh, we're not doing cost yet. You're done. We're signing you up.
All right, so it's already a done deal. You're already signing me up.
Amy, do you have like 5 minutes? I want to walk you through the sign-up process, and it's so much better if I can do it on the phone with you. You have 5 minutes where I could call you and we could sign you up?
Well, not really today.
Okay, so tomorrow between 6 and 7, are you free? Because that's a really good time for me.
Yeah, 6 and 7 tomorrow works for me.
Perfect. I'm going to call you at 6 tomorrow. I'm going to remind you around noon time that I'm calling you. I'm just going to check in to still make sure that time is okay. So expect a message from me at like noon, and we'll get you signed up at 6. All right?
Thanks, Erin.
Okay. Do you guys see that follow-up? I'm letting her know the follow-up is coming. So tomorrow, I don't have to be nervous about going to her. She knows I'm coming. She knows I'm coming at noon, and you better message her at noon if you tell her you're messaging her at noon.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm calling Amy.
Ring, ring, you called me. Hello?
Hey, Amy. This is Erin. How are you?
Hey, good. I was waiting for your call.
Awesome. I'm so excited. You are going to love these products and know they're going to change your life. All right. So are you at your computer?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Okay. So you have my website, right?
I do.
Okay. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to go to my website and click Join Plexus.
Okay.
Can you do that? All right.
Yes.
The first page, you're just going to enter your personal information. You're going to put your social security number in there. Say something about social. See, we really didn't practice.
I'm sorry. My social security number? Why do you need my social security number?
Yep. Bye, babe. Sorry, that wasn't part of the skit. Okay, so the best part about Plexus is when you sign up for the best prices, Plexus will give you a rebate off your products every month. You don't have to work the business, but they need your social security number so they can pay you. You actually get paid to order your own products. Pretty awesome, right?
Stop it. Really? Okay.
Yep, for real.
All right.
And I sometimes say, like, you don't have to be a crazy Facebook poster like me or, you know, work the business and be psycho, but, like, you do want to get paid off of your own order. So it's a no-brainer to do it this way. Okay, so we walked through the first page. All right, Amy, you're done with the first page. We're on to the welcome pack. We talked about what products. We're choosing triplex, so make sure you click on the triplex welcome pack.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and hit continue. I think that's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the next page. This is going to be what comes next month. So today's the 22nd. On July 22nd, this order, we're going to put in triplex again. This order is going to be shipped to you on the exact same day without you even having to worry about it. It's so easy.
That says it's $114. I just did $99 for the welcome pack for triplex, and this says $114.
Right. The screen says that, but you're not paying for that this month. You're only paying for the welcome pack and membership this month. Next month, the triplex is $114. I think that's what it is. And that's going to be shipped to you automatically.
Yeah, but what I just want to kind of see how I do this month.
Okay, Amy, I'm just gonna be really honest with you. If you're definitely not ready to commit to at least 2 to 3 months, I really can't offer you the best pricing. It's just not something Plexus does. If you're going to sign up for best pricing, you really should commit to 2 to 3, if not 6 months. So if you're not ready for that, we're just going to sign you up as either a retail customer where you pay full price, or a preferred customer where it's just a little bit less than retail. So which option do you think?
So you're saying you want me to give it like 3 months?
Yeah. I think, 3 months, here's the deal. We have natural products and they're not chemically based. So your body needs time to heal. And because they're natural products, you're not going to heal overnight. You didn't get into this situation in 3 months, and it's going to take maybe 3 or more months to start healing your body, and you're going to start seeing results, after that.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I can do that.
Okay, perfect. All right, then we're good. So the next page is the convenience order, and you're going to click on triplex. But here's the deal. I'm going to be in constant contact with you if next month, say you don't need BioCleanse. We're going to switch up your order. So maybe you need Slim probiotic, and maybe you want to try X Factor Plus. So we have complete control over your order. You never have to worry. If for some reason you absolutely despise Plexus and you don't want any more, you can turn it off. You have complete control over your backup order. So don't let it scare you, but this is what Plexus requires, how you sign up. So is that okay?
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. So you're going to click triplex, and then we're going to be in touch all through the month, and around the 15th of next month, we're going to really take a look at what products you need. Maybe you saw really a product that on your website, like Block or Accelerator, that you want to try. Maybe we can add that to your order. So we'll take a look around the 15th of what you need next month. So but for now, just choose triplex, and then we're going to go to the last page and we're going to check out.
Awesome.
So besides that, would you have added anything?
The other thing too, Erin, because we jumped right into the whole already ordering process. A lot of times people come to us and ask the question of price beforehand. And I don't even give up the fact that you can get wholesale until I tell them that they're going to qualify now. That's something that we
so tell everyone your verbiage for that. I think it's really important, because here's the deal, guys. You guys are people don't know what they don't know. And it's up to you to tell them. And people are going to do what you tell them. You're the expert. You're in charge of your business. So you have to take the lead. Oh, you can't let them run your business.
Yeah.
They can make choices, but then you can't give them the best option if they make that choice.
Mm-hmm.
I see all the time, well, they just really wanted to try it for a month. You're creating a team of kidnappers. They're just stealing welcome packs, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, if they're just going to try it, make them a customer.
You're getting a retail customer at wholesale pricing. 85% of people that come into our business with convenience orders off do not order second month. Think about that for a minute. Think about that percentage. You worked so hard to sign that person. Maybe it took you a year of cultivating that relationship, or 3 years, and you now just said, thanks for your retail order, basically. See you again. You know, like, guys, so this is like crucial. So when I'm talking to somebody and I'm qualifying whether or not they're going to be an ambassador, and I've already gone through the products and we figured out, let's say it's triplex. I say to them, if they say, okay, well, I don't know, how much is this going to cost? I say, well, you know what? Retail, nobody ever does. Then there's preferred pricing for customers, but I'd really love to see if we could qualify you for wholesale pricing. Who doesn't want to qualify? Like, you tell someone that they could qualify, they're going to want to qualify. So I ask them, okay, so let me ask you, are you willing to give this at least 2 to 3 months? Are you willing to give your help 2 to 3 months? If they answer yes, then I say, okay, are you willing to have the products automatically shipped to you for that period of time? Again, if they answer yes, then I say, great, you qualify to become an ambassador. We're going to go ahead and get you signed up. And then we go through the whole process of turning the convenience order on, just like you just did with me. It's very, very simple, guys. If you're postured the right way and you're forthcoming with it and explaining to them, guys, like, this isn't a magic pill. And I think this is what's happening is a lot of times we become, and this was me in the beginning, we become so anxious to get that sale or to get that ambassador that we're like, yeah, okay, oh yeah, just sign up, okay, oh yeah, well, we can worry about that later, then that's fine. No, you just have to explain it. Just stop, calm down, relax. You're helping them as well as helping yourself. So posture.
Amy, you were on a roll there. So I just missed one note. So you want to qualify for wholesale pricing. Are you willing to commit to 2 to 3 months? And what was that last?
Are you willing to have those products shipped to you automatically for the next 2 to 3 months as well?
Okay.
I had a great call with, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to embarrass her, throw her under the bus, because she's a doll. I'm one of our silver ambassadors, and she said to me yesterday, she's like, but I feel like you can say, what? I know. Sorry. I said, she said to me, I feel like you can say that because, you know, you're a diamond in the position you're in. I said, no, I can say that because I'm a business owner and I take my business very seriously. There she is, Kristen Fry. She's the cutest little thing in the world. But, you know, she said, I don't feel like I can do that. I said, you can do that. I was doing that when I was brand new. I mean, the convenience order wasn't an issue. You had to sign up with it on 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I still treat my business the same as 3 years ago as it is now. So, but back then I still signed people up with it on, and I had that same confidence then as I do now. My kids are screaming. I'll be right back.
You're good. And guys, here's the thing. Here's the benefit of us going before you, if you will. We've made the mistakes. We're telling you the mistakes we've already made. You know, we're looking back now at our reports of, you know, 10,000 ambassadors, and we're going, oh boy, you know, we've got some cleanup work to do. We've got some work to do to make sure that what we're doing going forward is we're building a sustainable business. Like, guys, here's the thing. Our big contest this month is convenience order based. We're not earning Leaders Retreat credits for it. We're not earning any kind of special thing for it. We're doing it because it's the right thing for your business, for our business, right? Because we want to have sustainable businesses. We don't care about fancy prizes. Well, I mean, it'd be nice to win them, right? Who doesn't want to win fancy prizes? But at the end of the day, if you don't have a sustainable business, then what are you doing it for? So we're all business women here, and we're trying to really make sure that we are capitalizing when we're signing people and doing it the right way. We also don't want to scare you away from it, but it really is just about posture. How are you presenting yourself when you're talking about this business opportunity and with signing people? It's really, at the end of the day, that's all it is.
And if people, you know, regardless if they sign up as customer ambassador, they should know, they should really get, I mean, we have a 60-day money back guarantee for a reason. So please stick to 60 days.
Yeah.
You know, and we see so many people that ambassadors lately that are signing up, and great, I'm so excited you guys are building your teams, but they're not reordering because their convenience orders are off. Real life stats on my team, I've signed up in the last 3.5 years, I've signed up only 2 people without it on. Both people never reordered. They just didn't. I'm 100%. I'm 100% of non-reorders when people don't have a convenience order on. If you guys are beating me, I'm proud of you, but that's not a good stat to have.
Yeah, seriously. You know, I think too, Erin, is besides convenience order, I think one of the things that a lot of people were saying that they had issues with is cost. And I think that this is something that we've come across a lot.
Okay.
And you know, I think, again, posture. You know, how are you posturing yourself? How are you presenting yourself? That's number one key. You don't want to ever seem desperate for a sale or to sign somebody, because then you're going to look desperate. And you're going to seem like a salesperson. Again, we're sharing products with people that we love and care about. That's what this business is. We know that they work for us, or we're hoping that they work for us if we just started. I know I started right out the gate, and I'll tell you the reason that I joined Plexus was because I could not afford it as a customer. I had to join for wholesale pricing. And my sponsor knew the right thing to say to me. She was like, Amy, look, you know, if you start sharing this with a few of your friends, you're going to be able to offset your costs completely, maybe even earn a little bit of extra money. And I was like, whoa, don't want a business, but I could definitely share with a few friends to offset my cost. I'm down with that. So I think maybe we could role play, Erin, and, you know, kind of take the defense offense kind of thing.
Okay. So I'll be the person who can't afford it, because that was me. I couldn't afford it.
Okay. So she's my friend. I already know her situation, and she's reaching out to me asking me about the product. So you reached out to me, you sent me a message, Erin, asking me about the products.
Hey, Amy. Okay. So we're fast forwarding to sign up time, or?
No, I want to walk through this part.
Okay. Hey, Amy, I just saw your Plexus post, and there was something on that about how you're sleeping better at night, and it just really struck me because I'm not sleeping right now. Can you tell me a little bit more about how Plexus helps, or what it even is?
Yeah, girl, absolutely. You know, I have to tell you that Plexus has changed my life. It has completely changed my life. And I don't know if you've seen a lot of my posts lately, but it's changed my health, my family's health, and definitely my sleep. Girl, I would love to get some of these products in your hands. So do you have time to maybe get together?
Well, I'm really busy, so I don't have time, but if you could call me, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's chat on the phone.
Okay, I'm free now.
Okay, great, I'll call you right now.
Just fast forward, because we already gave you that follow-up setup, so we don't need to do that.
Yeah. Ring.
Okay. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Erin. I'm so glad to talk to you live. And hey, guys, just pause for a second. If you can't talk live, voice recording, Messenger, like Kathleen said, huge, because people can hear your sincerity versus your typed out sounding like, you know, a salesperson. Okay, so hey, Erin, I'm so glad that you reached out to me. I love following you on Facebook. I have to tell you that Peyton is just the cutest little thing. I love seeing her pictures. So cute.
Thank you. Your kids are beautiful too.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, how was Musha Kami? How was that?
Oh my gosh, Musha Kami, are you kidding me? It's $59 a night. Plexus Spirit, no expense sending me here. It is amazing. Next year, I want you here with me.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oh wait, you were here with me.
Okay, so anyways.
So, hey, so I know that you have concerns with sleep, and I have to tell you, I don't sleep much. You know, I have a 1-year-old, and she gets up still in the night, but I can tell you on just 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I feel like I've slept like 8 to 10 hours. It's just amazing.
What? Sometimes I sleep like 8, 9 hours and I wake up feeling groggy and tired and achy, and that's amazing.
Oh, no, girl, no. I know exactly how you feel. I used to feel that same exact way, but what I found is our Plexus products really help so many pieces of your body, and really gut health is where it's at. So I'd love to talk to you about a few products that I think could really help benefit you.
Well, what products? What do you use to help you sleep better?
So, girl, what don't I take at this point? But let me tell you, Triplex is where it's at. Triplex is amazing. It's our pink drink. I'm sure you've seen me posting all my pink drink pictures. It tastes so yummy. I know, girl, that you drink your Starbucks and stuff every day because you work at school, and but if I could get this pink drink in your hand, I know you would love it. And then we have our probiotic, which is the best probiotic out there by far. And then our BioCleanse, which helps oxygenate your system. It's just amazing.
That sounds really good. I mean, I'll look into it a little bit more, but just curious because money's tight. I have 2 kids in daycare and I'm teacher. I mean, how much does it cost?
I knew that you were going to ask me that question because I was at the same exact spot where you were. I was struggling financially when I started Plexus, and I honestly could not afford it at the time. But what I found was by signing up as an ambassador for wholesale pricing, you don't have to do what I'm doing because, I'm traveling and I'm doing a lot with Plexus. I know that you're really committed to your job at the school, and I think that you just do an amazing job there. So, but you can sign up for wholesale pricing. All you would have to do is just commit to trying it for 60 to 90 days and have it automatically shipped to you. Does that sound like something that you'd be willing to do?
Well, what does it cost? I mean, how much is it?
Well, let me tell you. Hold on, I got to pull up my price sheet because I don't know all the prices by hand. But if we were going to get you on the Triplex retail is $149.95 a month. But if we got you in at Preferred, it's $114.95. And Erin, here's the greatest thing. I know that you work in a school, and I know that you have lots of friends there because you're just an amazing, bubbly, fun person. Did you know that if you share with just a few of your friends, you could offset your costs completely?
I can talk.
Well, I'm telling you, you will love the products, so you won't have a problem talking about them.
I'll definitely have to try it before I start telling my friends, but
it's funny that you say that, Erin, because that's exactly what I said in the beginning, was that I was going to have to try it first. But I was kind of convinced from the financial aspect to start sharing right out the gate. And it was the best thing I did because I was able to ask my friends to help hold me accountable. I didn't have a story to tell. I could, I hadn't lost weight or I wasn't sleeping better yet, but I just said, hey, Erin, help hold me accountable. Let's do this together. Let's hold hands. Let's do it together. Let's earn extra money. Let's sleep better.
Okay. So you're talking about $135 to get started?
So yeah, well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. So it's $114.95 a month normally. Okay. But when you join Plexus as a one-time, like, hey, welcome to Plexus, it's $99 for the same products. But right now, Erin, until Monday, it's an extra 10% off that welcome pack. So you're getting it really, really cheap. So you're $34.95 that it costs basically to have your website that you're going to send your friends to order from, and to get your wholesale pricing for the year. It's basically covered right there in that gap. Okay. Let's do this.
I mean, I trust you. Like, I totally trust you, and you seem to know what you're talking about. So yeah, let's do it.
Yay!
All right, I'm in front of my computer. All right, then we take it from there.
Yep.
I mean, don't you wish they all went that easy? I'm an easy sell, man. But
I gotta jump in for a second.
When you get them on the phone, I mean, Jody's on this call. She'll tell you she can't stand message. The first thing she says is, "Can I call you?" And someone says, "I'd rather just message." She's like, "Ah." So she, when you get someone on the phone, you are like 99, 100%. Like, people need to talk to people. Go ahead, Kath.
The one thing that really hit home, so many people, when you go to sign people on, you get so anxious and so excited about signing people on, you just want to do it real fast before they change their mind. And I love what you guys did in the very beginning, was to chill, stop, do some small talk about the kids, and be a friend first. And I loved it. And going back and forth. And but then in the very middle part, you were giving compliments that, yes, you're great with conversationalist and you have some friends that you could chat with. Those things go far. So I love the wording that you guys use, but those two parts of being a friend first and doing a little small talk first instead of hammering right in makes a big difference. It really does.
And this week, I mean, I signed 2 triplex people, 1 customer, 1 ambassador. Both of them I got on the phone, and the first 10 minutes, one is my photographer, and I was like looking at her Facebook wall before I got on the phone. I realized she took her kids over the weekend to this adventure wall climbing place, and she lives near me. So I was like, oh my gosh, where was that? It looks so cool. My kids would love that. We talked about that for 5 minutes before we got into Plexus talk. And the other person was a friend of a friend. So we talked about the friend and how we just had his retirement dinner. And so I didn't make it because I was in the hospital with an appendix issue, you know, so like we had conversation before. It's really important to make people know you're not just in it for the sale, you're in it to help them. And then they're going to come to you easier when they have troubleshooting or.
That's key, guys. Again, this is a relationship. You know, it's network marketing, it's relationship building. It should be about the friendship. It should not just be about what you have to sell them, ever. The other thing I want to say too is a lot of times if I personally know my friend is financially struggling, so I know it going into it, if Erin were to reach out to me and say, okay, Amy, I give in, tell me about this Plexus stuff. After I tell her about it, my very next thing that I'm going to say before she has the opportunity to tell me or ask me how much it is because she doesn't have much money, the very next thing that I say to her is, Erin, hey, look, I know that money is an issue for you, and I was there, so I totally understand where you're coming from. And so I just want to ease your fears on the cost a little bit, and I just want to tell you what I've experienced from Plexus. What I've experienced is I no longer drink Diet Coke every day. I no longer eat an appetizer and a meal and sometimes a dessert when I go out to dinner. I no longer get as many groceries when I go to the grocery store. So I actually find that I'm saving money. But if your friend is someone that, like I said, she goes to Starbucks, I said that to her for a reason, right? Hey, I know that you have a daily habit going to Starbucks. You know, what I know about Plexus is it's helped a lot of people stop that habit of needing that Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's or whatever it may be. So that's going to save you money right there. Letting people know that happens. And I'm sure a lot of people on this call will say that. But when cost comes up, I love to try to block it first and talk about how it saved me money. And truly, guys, I think it was probably my 3rd month on Plexus. I did kind of analysis of where I was spending my money. And this was before Triplex. This was like Slim, Accelerator, whatever. But I was saving about $4, saving above and beyond Plexus cost, about $4 and something a day based on my old eating habits and drink habits.
Now, we also got a question about Canadian cost because there is a huge exchange rate, and so I went right to the Canadian Diamond Ambassador and I just said, what's the deal? And she said, honestly, it's the same situation. You're going to deal with the same, you know, cost objection the way you would in the US. Here's the deal. Canadians should be and are used to paying the difference, getting products from America. They also make 30% back on our products. Like the exchange rate is 30%, right? So they're paying 30% more. But they're used to that because that's how they shop. They do that all the time. She said, so anyone that says that, you just need to remind them that's how they shop online, no matter where they're shopping. This is not just Plexus. Right. And she also said, we also make 30% back commission versus what you guys are making. So if you ever have a Canadian issue, that's one of the things. I mean, she went to Diamond very fast without any hesitation because that wasn't even an issue for her. She was like, she goes, I don't put up with that, you know.
Right. You've got to be able to block it before it comes. I mean, you know, there's 101 reasons why people are going to or aren't going to join Plexus, right? And so you just need to either block it before it comes to you. Knowing your audience is huge. I mean, that was probably one of the biggest things that I learned from my business, is really approaching the person and knowing the person instead of approaching it in the way that I would want to hear. Right? Like, we talk a lot, for those of you who haven't read it, The 4 Colors of Network Marketing Personalities. It's by Big Al. It's a great book because it's just very, very basic level. Anybody can read it. I mean, and I'm not a reader, wasn't a reader before Plexus. It took me maybe an hour and a half in one night. And what it truly taught me was, when I was approaching people, when I was just cold approaching people, I was going after people. Like, let's say I was messaging Erin, and I'm going, hey, Erin, I know you've been seeing all my stuff with Plexus, and I'm just loving it. I just got back from Hawaii, and I'm driving my Lexus, and I know you would love it too. And I bought myself my new Louis Vuitton. And meanwhile, Erin's over here like, okay, well, that seems really like extravagant, and I'm not really interested in that. Like, I'm more interested in saving starving children in New York, where you're spending $1,200 on a purse. Like, that's not interesting to me. Of course, she's probably not going to say that to me, right? But she's also probably not going to re-engage with me. So knowing your audience is really key, knowing the type of people that you're trying to attract, and being able, like Kathleen said, when we're having that conversation with them, that we can attract them in a way that we know would excite them. Like, hey, oh my gosh, I have to tell you about so-and-so. They were able to do XYZ because of Plexus. Or if it's
I think that's real. I mean, that's so important, like, know your audience, because it doesn't really matter what you want out of it or what you think is a great post. You have to be posting to your people. And I'm not an ingredient expert. I'm learning, and I'm really getting better at it. But if I start making those posts, and I have, my friends are going to be like, oh, she's full of it, that's not her. But if I take a picture of, like I did today, like all of us at convention, and say, this is how Plexus has helped me because we shared and we blah 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 blah, that's more me, like being in the party scene with all my girlfriends. Like, I feel like, so you have to also be true to yourself, but play to the different colors in your audience too. So every now and then I'll throw out an ingredient post for like 2 people in my audience that are green, that are probably Plexus diamonds anyways. But you know what I'm saying.
And if you got someone yellow, just throw them my one Plexus. I'm just saying. It's catalog, in case you're wondering.
Do you have access to any other issue that people commented? Any other role playing they wanted done?
I think some people said they wanted first reach out. Like, how do you do first reach out?
Let's do that. Like, if I just came to you and I said, hey, Amy, I see your post. What is Plexus?
Girl, Plexus has changed my life.
Okay, that's great. How? What is it?
Okay, so natural health and wellness products. It's changed my health. It's changed my financial freedom. It's given me my time with my family. It has changed everything, Erin.
Okay, what do you do? Like, what do you take? How are you making money?
Okay, so there's lots of questions there. So
this is very vague, but.
Yeah, no. So I'm going to tell you about the products first. So first of all, Plexus has products that help with weight management, stress, sleep, gut health,
migraines, everything.
Pain, discomfort. I mean, we've got pretty much everything, and it's a small line of products, but it helps with a lot of different things. So I take products that, and here's the thing, Erin, I know you and I have talked before when we were younger and when we were in college together and stuff. Not really, but go with it. And you used to tell me about how hard it was for you to keep your weight off. Do you still have issues with that?
Dude. Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's the beer, but
you think? Amen, sister.
But seriously, here's what I found out. I mean, you know me in college. Like, I tried Jenny Craig. I did Weight Watchers. I did all these things, and I would lose 10 pounds to gain 15 or 20. And the reason is because I never healed my gut. And I've just realized, being with Plexus for 3.5 years now, that gut health is so important. And it's the reason that I wasn't able to lose weight and keep it off. So I'd love to chat more about that. But as far as financially, are you kidding me, girl? This business, I mean, first of all, it's a weight loss business. It's health and wellness business. It's the top business in the world. There's so much money to be had. Who doesn't want a piece of that? But I mean, since it's just you and I talking, I can get real. Like, you know, when Rick and I first got married, you know, we moved into the little starter townhouse, whatever. Girl, we just moved into our dream house. And I drive a free Lexus.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I've seen. I'm so happy for you.
And I'm going on my 4th trip to Hawaii. I want you to join me, Erin.
I can do it. I can go to Hawaii. That I can do.
Right? Let's do it.
No, but I love how you said, James is screaming, I'll be right back. But I love how you said, I just learned something. What did you just say? It was so good. Sorry, I'm listening to my kids scream and trying to listen to you. I'll think of it. I'll be right back. Kathleen, you can take over from me.
You be right back. Kathleen's going to be Erin now.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Okay, so for someone like you who's diamond and you've been doing this,
Mm-hmm.
someone like me, 2nd month, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't brag about trips to Hawaii, Lexuses, or anything because the first 3 people I signed up are, you know, I don't even know where they are. So right now, and I loved what Kathleen said about making the phone calls, because I absolutely hate the instant messenger, trying to type in everything that's great about it. So I get the initial, like, let's make a phone call. But for us that are new,
Mm-hmm.
and really wanting to do this business, where do we, I can't say I'm driving a Lexus and I've been to Hawaii 4 times and this is amazing. How do I, because right now all they want to know is what is this about the gut health? That's all I'm getting.
All right, so there's 2 things, and that's a great point. Okay, so there's 2 things. One is, and this is something that I learned, by the way, from Les Brown. 3 years ago, he came to convention and he spoke to the diamonds one-on-one. And he said to a diamond, what is that pink drink you got there? Tell me about that. And she said, oh, it's Plexus. It's a health and wellness company. It's natural products. She went on and on. Les Brown said, I don't care about that. You didn't ask me what I needed it for. You didn't ask me how it could impact my life. He said, when I ask you what Plexus is, I want you to tell me what it's done for you. I don't care that it's natural, that it's this, that it's that it's a blah, 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 that it comes in a convenient stick that you can shake and pour and blah, 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 because nobody cares, right? You're going to sound like a used car salesman telling somebody about the leather and the cassette player and the CD player and the this and all the things that this car has that they don't care about, right? So he said, tell me what it's done for you. And she said, it's changed my life. So he said, when somebody says to you, what is Plexus? You say to them, it has changed my life. If it has not changed your life yet, you say, Plexus is going to change my life. Or Plexus is changing my life. And you can talk about the little things that have happened in a week. Look, guys, we all know we're all on the products, right? We know within the week, I was sleeping better. I had way more energy. My husband, who I thought was a complete asshole, I realized it was me that was the asshole, not him, right? I mean, come on, I'm keeping it real, guys. So you
leave Rick alone. He's like super husband.
I know.
He's like Kathleen of husbands.
But these are the things that you realize when you're on the products. You know, you go, hold on, let me take a look. Like, I got to tell you how this is changing my life. You know, it doesn't have to be about the Lexus, but you can also say, oh, and by the way, my friend.
Yeah, and here's what I think is really important. Your story is your story. It doesn't matter what we're doing. People are going to relate way less to us what we're doing because most people don't have the confidence in their life to realize that they can do it too. Yeah. So they're not going to relate to us. They're going to relate to the people on our team who made $300 to pay for groceries. They're going to relate to the people that made $500 that month, so they paid for their child to go to gymnastics, and it was, easy that month. Trust me, gymnastics is a very expensive sport. They're going to relate to the people that made enough money to cover. I just shared with a couple of friends, and I was able to make $150, and I was able to pay for my products this month just by talking to some friends about it. That's a story. You don't have to have a six-figure story. Your story is your story. Be proud of it. So it doesn't matter if you're ordering your products wholesale and you're saving $30 a month on triplex, or you're making $30,000 a month. Every single one of you has a story, and don't be ashamed of what you're making, and don't compare it to what we're making. So,
and here's the bottom line too, and Erin will tell you this, and so will Kathleen, because we're all speakers with Plexus. A lot of times we have a harder time sharing Plexus now than we did when we were at silver. I'm not joking, guys, because people are like, but I don't want to do what you're doing. I don't want to be on a stage in front of 8,000 people.
Yep.
I don't want, and it's not always that they don't want to, it's that they don't believe that they can. Fear of failure, fear of success, right? But if you're simply saying, look, what I know is last month my husband was driving a car with duct tape windows, and this month we might be able to get him a new used car, or we might be able to whatever. Guys, they're going to relate to your story, just like Erin said. And I'm telling you right now, I don't want you guys to feel like, well, that's easy for you guys to say because you're diamonds and you're driving a free car and blah, blah, blah. Look, it's hard for us to share Plexus now. And I'm not saying that for pity. I'm just telling you that's the truth. When you're telling your story, like, guys, you know what? And this was me in the beginning. When I started Plexus, my husband was driving a car with duct tape windows. My friends knew that. We were $75,000 in credit card debt. My friends didn't know that, but they ended up knowing it. You have to tell your story. Here's where I am now. Here's where I was last month, or here's where I was last week. Like, if you tell them and you're vulnerable with them, that's the key in network marketing, is relationship and vulnerability. If you're willing to be vulnerable and put yourself out there, you're going to be successful. Whether it be through before and after pictures, whether it be through, hey guys, you know what? For the first time in the last 3 summers, I've been able to send my kid to summer camp because I could afford it. Thank you, Plexus. Like, these are the things that reach people. I was at a Super Saturday where a woman got up in front of people and broke down crying because for the first time in her kid's life, she was able to fit on a roller coaster with them. Guys, that's the kind of stuff that Plexus. It's not all the fancy dancy stuff all the time. It's how you can make a difference in somebody's life that they need right then and there.
Love that. Perfect.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Is there any other situations? I know cost is a big one. We talk about it a lot. Convenience orders is like our nemesis, and we hope we gave you guys tools to be able to have enough confidence to say, this is what it is and this is why you need it. Because like I said, people don't know and they need you to direct them.
Can we also address, Erin, maybe the crickets? Like,
I love crickets. Crickets excite me because I love a challenge, and you can't tell me no. So
I was a cricket, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
And reached out to me.
What's a cricket?
Oh, a cricket is like, you reach out to somebody and nothing. They don't even reply, no thanks. Like,
you see that they saw it, they open their messenger, they read it, but they don't respond to you. Cricket.
Or you leave them a message and you get nothing in return. Your phone doesn't ring and you're checking your phone going, is this thing working? Right? So guys, Candy Mernan reached out to me. This is no exaggeration, for over 3 months. Over 3 months. The first reach out was she put me into her, what I like to call fat girl group, because she was super skinny and I was fat. Okay. So that's what I looked at it as, was the fat girl group. And I'm like, why is this skinny girl putting me in her fat girl group? And then she kept reaching out to me and messaging me and telling me that she thinks that these products would be great for me. Now, the first time I did tell her that my son was, breastfeeding, and, I just wasn't comfortable with it. I thought for sure it would, he would grow a tail. So maybe turn green, I don't know. So I was not interested. And she kept following up, and she kept, messaging me every week or so going, hey girl, so Logan's cute as anything. I just saw he turned 11 months. You done breastfeeding yet? I'm serious.
I know.
Finally, when he turned 1, She messaged me and said, okay, surely he's got to be off the boob by now. And so I was like, okay, send me a sample. But guys, she never gave up. And I'll tell you, the queen of follow-up is on this call, and that's Erin O'Keefe. She is amazing at follow-up. And guys, I don't want you to feel like I'm bothering people. Do you know the average statistics for sales of reaching out to someone is 8 to 12 times before you get a yes?
Yeah.
8 to 12.
I love follow-up. Follow-up is like, it's like my passion. I'm not good at a lot of things. I couldn't tell you what Chromium does, but like, I'm a closer. I follow up and I close the deal. And it's because I decided to develop a system. And one of the things I do with follow-up is I let people know the follow-up is coming, like I said. You know, okay, so you're going to take a look at my website, or you're going to go see your doctor. Okay, so I'm going to message you tomorrow. So tonight is enough time that you can look at it tonight. You only need like 5 minutes. I'm going to message you tomorrow. So I need to know what kind of questions you have. Mm-hmm. Not to say, so I'm going to see what you think. You don't want to ask people what they think. Then they're going to tell you what they think. You need to say, I need to know what kind of questions you have about these products. Oh, you're going to your doctor next week, and I'm just doing this with one of my level ones who hasn't ordered in like a year, but she has Lyme and she's struggling. Oh, when is your doctor appointment? Wednesday? Okay, so Thursday morning, I'm going to check in with you to see what your doctor said. Here's the ingredients. I want you to take them to your doctor and let me know, blah, blah, blah. So those are just some, when I get someone that ignores me, I'll give it a few days and it doesn't hurt my feelings. And I think that's where the difference comes in. Like I have pretty thick skin, doesn't hurt my feelings. I go back as like a challenge. It's my challenge. Okay, it's Tuesday, Monday, Friday, doesn't matter what day it is. It's your follow-up day. Hey girl, today is Tuesday. It's my follow-up day and you're on my list of people to follow up with. And I'm just checking to see where you're at and to see what further questions you have because I want to, you know, get you on the right product, blah, 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 blah.
Erin is amazing at that.
I pride myself on it. Like I said, not good at a lot of things, but I don't let people, until they literally block me on Facebook or tell me no, I really don't stop. And I think it's so important to like not get offended. Like you don't have to be offended by it.
But you do it in a friendly way. You're not.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're not pushing. You do it in a way that's like, hey, I want to make this convenient for you, so yeah. I want to call you. So what works for you? You know, hey, I've got time free on my schedule tomorrow. Does that work for you?
And I want to tell you another thing I just did today. This girl that she was a customer about a year ago, and she stopped, and you know, new Slim is out, and I put a special on. I want 10 testers. I'm giving a rebate. All right, girl, you got to try this new Slim. It's amazing. 4 inches off my waist already. Let's go. Rebate and 10, like she got one of those coupons from Plexus Worldwide, 10% off. 10% off from the company and $10 back from me. I was like, let's go. The first one ignored, right? She saw it. Maybe she was driving. You guys have to realize people see them and maybe they're driving or maybe they just forget because their kid is screaming.
And I don't. Like, I swear.
Don't be so offended when someone doesn't get back to you. People can be busy. Mm-hmm. So I just write back, I wrote, yay or nay, LOL, you know, just in a friendly way. I was like, no big deal. I'm just checking in. Like, I know you're going to love this product. You know, depending on the person, I don't say the same thing every time, but I know her and she's easygoing and she's funny. So I'm like, yay or nay, LOL, you know.
And I think the other thing with follow-up too that's really, really key, guys, is again, remembering that this is relationship. Mm-hmm. This is a friendship that you're building. So here's the thing that I think is so, so important. If you reach out to somebody and they say to you, oh gosh, Amy, you know, I've been meaning to get on the website. How many of you have had that? I've been meaning to get on the website, you know, and I've had so much going on. You know, Brinley's having surgery next Wednesday, so I just have a lot on my plate right now. Can I get back to you after that? Guys, if you do not put on your calendar to reach out to your friend on Tuesday night or Wednesday morning that you're wishing her well with whatever's going on, you are not a good friend. And you're not a good business person. I'm serious. I'm going to tell it like it is. Like, you can't just go, oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. And then circle back around with them in a month. You know, like, what kind of a person would do that? You know, you've got to be all ears, all friendship, all the time. That you've got to love on people. That's what this is about. Loving on people, making them feel good. Because let me tell you, that friend is going to remember that you remembered her situation. And
what do you do with the fake signers?
What do you mean fake signers?
I've had a plethora of them. So today I spent 40 minutes with a friend on Messenger, which I gave my number to call, but she didn't. She even wrote, God, if I can find it, I want to make sure I'm signing up in the right place, and send me your. She said, okay, good. Do I use a code at checkout or just automatically takes 10% off? I said it will automatically take the 10% off until the 26th. Do I need your sponsor number? It asks for one at checkout, but says will assign me to one. And I sent her mine, and she said, thank you. And she's got
here's the deal. If you're giving her your website, she doesn't need a sponsor number.
Well, I know. But I'd already sent it to her, so I don't know what went wrong there. And she's adopting this little baby from China, or this little toddler, and I'm like, you'll be ready when that beautiful baby arrives. And
so let's back up. So let's just say
there's nothing there now. There's no sign up, and then I
okay.
said,
Joy,
I'm so confused.
Joy, here's the deal. You missed a huge step. We already talked about it before. Can I call you? I need to walk you through the sign up process because it can get tricky.
Yeah.
That's a huge step. And if you're not doing that, you're going to get people that don't know what they're doing. Our sign up system ain't the best, guys. It's going to be because we got a new website coming in a couple months. It's confusing and people need to do a lot of steps to get signed up. So people don't know what they don't know. So you have to get them on the phone and sign them up. If you just say, here's my website, here's what you do, they're going to be so confused and they're not going to know what to do.
And I have had a lot of those situations where I will do it for them, which is not the best way.
No, I do it too.
Certain people that don't have, are not computer savvy and they're nervous anyway. And when I put the information, I'm certain that the information that is putting in the right way, you get the convenience orders, you get everything set the right way. When someone else does it, you're really unsure if they're going to do it the way that you're guiding them.
Absolutely.
But Joy, when you were saying all those things, she was asking you all these questions, and that was like a red flag saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And she's throwing questions at you. So that's when you say, I will help you walk you through it and be that professional that this is your job to do that. So that could be your way of getting them to do the right thing, so that when you said before that people have kind of walked away, you as the professional can bring them back in and guide them to what, as not bossy, but yeah, kind of bossy, what they should do, because they will do what they're told if you have that confidence behind the product, behind the business, and how the business is supposed to work.
I think the other thing too is knowing how our sign up works. Like, guys, if you haven't done it in a while, like you personally sat down with someone and done it with them in a while, you need to do that, because then you can have all the steps and okay, wait a minute. Like Gina will tell you, we just signed up, Joanne, the other night when we were sitting at dinner and we're on the computer and we're all talking. So, it's like, and so she was putting in her personal information and then went to the next page, and Gina was like, oh, we got an error. Wait a minute. And I knew it was because we didn't hit verify social security number. So I'm seeing Carrie saying, well, the website won't work or gives you these errors. Most of the time, it's because people forgot to click that little thing that says verify social security number.
Yes.
It's off to the right. Oftentimes, people don't even see it. Like she had never signed up before, so she didn't know what she was looking for, and I was too busy talking to tell her to click it. So we got the error message. We simply went back, we fixed it, and we continued on. But again, it's knowing the system, because guys, when we do it ourselves, even if we just signed up last week, we don't know what we did.
Right.
Or somebody walked us through it. So familiarize yourself with the system, guys. And again, like Erin said, it's not the greatest right now. It will be. It's going to be amazing when Plexus launches our very own back office. But yeah.
I do have one thing
When it says you need your sponsor ID, that kind of thing, that's because you're not verifying social security number and stuff. You're not hitting verify on everything.
I do want to jump back to the cricket part. People that don't respond, I love that, because I try to think what is going on in their head. Why aren't they responding? 99% of the time, it is either they don't want to say no because they're afraid you're never going to come back to them. So they don't say yes because they're afraid that they're going to be tied into something. It means they need more time. It means they aren't ready yet. There's something going on in their life, or they have questions and they're too scared to ask because they're going to get trapped into something. So think of it in their shoes, that they don't know anything about this company. They have a huge life with everything else. 100% of their time is on everything else. So Plexus is not even on a back burner. It's not on a burner. It's not even in the kitchen. So this is your obsession, my obsession, that we want them to do, because they would love it. They would be great. We know that, but they don't.
Yeah.
So put yourself in their shoes, give them a little space, but also say, I'm here for any information, any questions that you have, and start looking at their life, but realize they're not saying anything because if they say no, they're afraid you won't come back.
Right.
So if you go at the business with professionalism and with that in your mind,
empathy.
Yes, you're not going to bother them because you're helping them. So that's my
I love that, Kathleen, because
for that reason.
No, I love that. That's such a great point, because we work with a sense of urgency. We have goals to make this month. We're working for 700 Club. We're working for leaders. They don't care that we're looking for leaders or clubs or cups or toothbrushes. They don't care. They just aren't ready. So you have to take the sense of urgency out of it and be calm and cool and collected. That's such a great point, and they're most likely not ready. They will be. They're not coming off your list just because they ignored you. I got 2 right now. 2 on my list that were like in like Flynn, and now they're ignoring me. So I'm backing off, and then when I go back, I'm going to say something like, because I already did this once this week with this one girl. I was like, good morning, it's your favorite Plexus stalker, just checking in with ya. And then I write like LOL or bah ha 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 ha. So she knows like I'm fun and I'm easy and I'm light and I'm not pressuring her. Like this is not life or death for me. I'm just trying to help her feel better. So
yeah. Hey, I want to answer some of these questions that are on here. Robin asks about fear freezing her, that she feels uneducated, that she doesn't know everything. Look, here's the thing. I'm a diamond. I don't know everything. I don't know how the products work. Quite honestly, I'm the person who doesn't care. Is it going to make me skinny? Great. Does it have rat poison in it? I don't really care. That's just me. But seriously, guys, when somebody comes to you and they're asking you, well, what countries is it, blah, 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 and this, that, the other. The bottom line is this: you don't have to know everything, and that's what I tell people. You can try to get them with someone who may know. Like maybe you reach out to your sponsor, your upline, and you say, "Hey, would you mind if I put you in a chat with someone who knows a little bit more about this than I do, and they can help answer the questions?" Or a lot of times, people are simply just okay, unless they're a green personality, with you saying, "You know what? Honestly, I really don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to circle back around and try to get that answer for you." It's okay not to know everything. You're not a scientist. You're probably, I don't know, maybe not a doctor or, whatever. And you haven't developed the product. So you don't have to know everything about them. You don't have to know all the ingredients, but that's just how I answer it. Erin, do you take that any differently?
I think she's muted.
She's gone. Okay. There was another question that I was looking at. Anita asked, how do you follow up after waiting on someone who should consult their doctor? Just like Erin said, hey, okay, your doctor's appointment is on Wednesday. Great. Well, what time are you free on Thursday? I'm going to give you a call and follow up to see how that went. Oh, noon? Would noon work for you? Okay, great. That's how you follow up.
One of those that a girl wanted to look at some of the products and some of the ingredients and send it to her doctor, which great.
Yes.
Go back with wonderful. That's great. We encourage that. That's because you don't know what their health issues are if they haven't shared their medications that they're on, their history, the family. Great, and you want to encourage that. And so I just had that this morning, and I said, all right, so if you're going to follow up, that's wonderful. When is your doctor's appointment? She said, I don't have an appointment. I'm sending that in. So he said, all right, I'm going to give you about a week. I'm going to call you on X date, because and if you haven't heard back from, and I to let them know, if you haven't heard back from them in a week, that is a really long time. We want to make sure that you're getting your information from your doctor on time. So feel free to give them a call, blah, 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 blah. But definitely get that date set in stone, and don't wait a month. Don't wait that long. If they say they're going to go to their doctor in a month, say, you know what you can do is, I'm sure we've had a lot of people that have contacted their doctor and just send the information. If you're looking to send labels or something like that, take the word plexus off of it. I always encourage that, just because you want an unbiased view of what the ingredients do, not what the company or any of that.
Good tip, Kath.
Oh, I always do that. Are you kidding me?
I've never heard that. That's a good tip.
I always take that, because, and I would say, I would love for you to get an unbiased opinion of what the ingredients do for you, not so much what the company and what your backstory is, or what their familiarity with the company are.
I love that.
Yeah.
I just had to put Peyton just passed out cold on the couch. I should put her to bed. Did we answer the trial question, 3 or 7 days?
I was just getting ready to take that.
Okay.
Hey, girl,
this is
sorry to interrupt, but I literally have someone calling me like any second right now to order, and I'm scared. Nervous.
Well, hang up the damn computer and go into the call.
Huh?
Hang up the computer and go into the call. You got someone who's ready to order.
She's like, can I call you now? And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Not the other girl, but another girl. And I was like, call me. We'll talk. And she's like, can I call you now? So,
so good luck, and let us know.
Okay, so we're getting late, so we do want to get to these questions. A 3 and 7 day sample. So I personally, I don't like to do them. All right, mute yourself. Can you mute yourself, Joy? Thank you. I don't like to do 3 or 7 day samples. I like to send a stick. Here's why. One, people have unrealistic expectations for 3 and 7 days. Will they see results? Will they feel results? Probably not. We know these are natural products. It's not enough time. Do some people? Yep, they do. But for the most part, no. So I like to send 1 stick, and I literally say it's just to see if you like the taste. You're not going to have like world-changing results. It's just to see if you like the taste and you want to go further with ordering a 30-day supply. Have I done 3 days? Yes. When I do them, I send them and say, all right, I'm sending you a 3-day sample. Here's the deal. You're just going to see if you like the flavor of it and how easy it is to use. Most people don't see results that soon. You're going to need like 30, 60, 90 days or more. But the 3 days will give you an idea to see if you like the ease of it and if you like the flavor. Mm-hmm. So you kind of got to set them up, because if they know it's not coming, if they know they're not going to lose 10 pounds in 3 days, they're more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you have to think of it too from a marketing standpoint. Are you selling these 3 days, or are you giving them out? Because if you're giving them out, that's a lot of money to just be tossing out the door, because a lot of people probably aren't even opening them or trying them. Guys, this is realistic, okay? But it's a lot more affordable to buy 1 bag of Slim for $70 and to have 30 samples at your disposal. Think about that. And those of you that are new to this business, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to take whatever little bit of money you have or that you make. I invested everything I made my first month back into my business. I highly encourage that you do that, because it takes money to make money, right? So if you can offer samples out, people are going to be willing to try it. And if you can send them 1 stick of Slim, that didn't cost you very much money, but you could earn a lot of that back. Do you see what I'm saying? So I totally agree. From day one, I've never, ever, ever been a sample girl. I don't give samples out. I don't order samples. I don't even suggest people order samples. You know that a lot of people used to sell the 7 days. You have to always, from a marketing standpoint, lead with what you want. You know, are you leading with the business? Are you leading with preferred? You know, what is it that you're wanting to get this person on? Doing 3 and 7 days, not good. I'm not.
Lori has a great point. You know, 7 day. I just had, someone who wanted to get started, and she bought 2 7 days from me. So she had 2 months worth. It wasn't enough time, and she didn't want to recommit to the 30 because she didn't see enough. But guess what? She was probably going through some die-off and detox where you're not really feeling that great. You know, you're a little bit bloated. So the 7-day is really, I really stay away from them. I really do.
And I don't know what the person meant about even after you asked them about water. Like, I mean, yeah, are you drinking water? But they're still probably not going to feel anything, so it shouldn't even be a question that comes out of your mouth. Like, I wouldn't even, if somebody just had let's say I even just gave them 3/6 of Slim, I wouldn't say, well, did you drink half your weight and what? None of that matters at that point. The only thing I'm asking them is, hey, did you love the taste? It's amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to order?
I do want to hit, Robin had a question about fear, and it freezes me. And I feel that, I fear that I will appear uneducated, and how do you get past that? I love this one because everybody has this one. I know you talked about it a little bit already, but everybody is afraid. Even now, I'm afraid that I will say the wrong thing, and I don't know everything. We all feel that way. But what you know, your friends know you. And they know that you, try your best and will do everything in your power to do the right thing. That's it. So even now, 3 years in, I go back to my old customers and say, man, I messed up because I didn't train you the right way, or I didn't guide you the right way. And that whole humble pie part is a big deal. But if you say to your prospective customers or ambassadors, say, I don't know, they're not going to run for the hills just because you say, I don't know. You say, you know what? The best part is, if you know everything, then all of your prospective customers or ambassadors that sign on, they may think they have to know everything too. So they're nervous. Mm-hmm. You don't have to. You could just say, you know what? We have a great group of people that if I don't know, I'm going to find out and I'll ask.
Yes.
That's it. So don't be afraid. Just be.
Oh my God, Susie, that's a great question. And gosh, I'm just learning. I'm so new to this, or I'm 3 years in and I'm still learning, which I just said the other day. I'm going to go find you the answer to that because I don't know it, but I know there is an answer to that. So don't feel like you have to know everything. We don't know everything. I don't know that much at all. I can follow up like a mother, but I don't know much. So I go to the people that I know the answer. Mm-hmm. And that's why we have our team group, so you can get help like that. But another thing too, like, if you have a story, your story doesn't have to be, I have 7 autoimmune disorders that I no longer suffer from, and I came off 62 prescription pills. That doesn't need to be your story. Your story could be, I used to have to drink a pot of coffee to survive every day, and now I'm down to 1 cup, and it's only because I want it. If you have a story that relates to someone, and never be fearful about your story. So don't let that fear factor, it's just false evidence appearing real. Fear's not real. And honestly, the more you practice and get used to it, and you stretch yourself and get out of your comfort zone, the easier it gets, I promise.
And I have to tell you, the people that are willing to put themselves out there and be vulnerable and not be a sales billboard, those are the people that are crushing this business. Because people don't care about what all the ingredients are and what this and that is. People don't care. You have to think about it when you're building relationships with people. They're not wanting to hear, all these crazy things that they don't care about, right? They want you to talk to them. They want a friend. Hey, Jenny, just wanted to share with you what this has done for me. If you're posting it on Facebook, hey guys, I just wanted to share, I fit into these shorts for the first time in 3 years. Or, guys, you know me, I like to eat I like to eat burgers in the summer. Look at this. And a picture of your burger on your plate, on your counter. Listen to me, not somebody else's picture of their burger on their counter. Your burger. Like, hey guys, wasn't able to eat all my burger tonight. Plexus for the win. Being vulnerable, that's vulnerability, guys. I know it may not, that's a little piece of vulnerability. And then shed back like the onion and get down to real vulnerable stuff, like posting pictures out there of yourself, like, hey, I used to like to take selfies, or hey, I was that mom that was never in the pictures with her kids. Now I'm actually in pictures with my kids. Like, guys, those are the things. Those are the things that people want in life, memories, life.
And those are the things you don't need to know all the knowledge for, and you won't freeze up for, because it's you and it's your life.
And if you're one of those smart cookies that is really savvy with the ingredients, and, you know, I just had a conversation with someone about this the other day. That's amazing. Like, I'm a little jealous. But that's not what your audience needs. That's not what your audience wants to hear. You can do that privately. That's not something that should always be on your wall at all, really.
Or
so post a picture of.
Put it in the team group.
Yeah, if you, like, I try to, lately, I've been trying, sometimes I use graphics, but for the most part, I have a concept in my head of what I want to say, and then I go through my camera roll. I told Kathleen and I were talking about this today, and I'm like, what picture can kind of go with the concept? Oh, I like this one, and I did one this morning with the 5 of us at convention, and how Kathleen shared with me, and I shared with blah, 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 and you know what I'm saying? So, like, I have a concept, and then I find a picture, and then I kind of tie it all together and make it relatable. Guys, you put a picture out there of your kids and say, man, I used to be curled up on the ball on a couch because I had such bad stomach pains. You don't have to say IBS. Get colorful and fun with your language. I had such bad stomach pains, I couldn't get off the couch and play with this little guy. Now I'm the mom that he deserves. That's powerful. That is not, this is what this strain of probiotic does, you know what I mean? Which is important. I'm not saying it's not important, but maybe that's not for Facebook.
And that's, you just hit it. Like, you know, the shareables and the things like that in the back of our back office, they are great for the people that are looking for that kind of information. But most of your audience, they're looking for stories. They're looking for relationships. And you know what? Here's the thing. Most of your friends are buying into you. They're not buying the product because they know they can go to GNC or Walmart. Now, we know they're not going to get the same product, same quality, but they're buying into you because of the relationship. Be that friend. Love on people.
Yep. It is getting late. We're almost an hour and a half in. Should we call it a night? I think this helped. I think verbiage is everything. How to be able to talk to people. And, you know, we're giving you verbiage, but you have to kind of make it your own. Like, what we say and how we say it is how we say it. And you have a different personality and you're going to say something different, but the concept is, be you, and don't, you know, the convenience order thing though, you got to be bold about that. You got to be strong and confident and bold. And if they're saying no, you say, well, I'm going to have to give you full price on that, which is $150. I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, just posture. Just think of your posture at all times. Erin's like probably going to kill me over that word this week.
No, I love it. I think it's so important. Like, it really is.
You know, posture yourself like a diamond. I don't care if you just joined yesterday. Posture yourself like a diamond. You don't have to know everything. You don't. But the only way to get to diamond, I know for sure, is to treat this business like a business and not a hobby. And if you're letting somebody else run your business and somebody else tell you how they're going to order or what they're going to order, then I mean, it's not exactly a business.
Right. So guys, I know that you guys had tons of great questions. We want to encourage you to do that a lot more. We want to keep it so concise so we can find everybody's questions and they don't get lost in our group page. So remember, please use that product questions or those posts. We can do that. You could search through, look at the pictures, and you'll see product questions. Put them right there so we can find them. So everybody can answer, not just us, but everybody else can answer. And it's a great place for everyone to look for questions. Before you pose those questions, look there as well. And we take a lot of that information, and that's when we come up with our weekly call information as well. So keep posting those questions there. We'd love to hear those.
Yes.
Anything else, ladies and gentlemen?
Nope.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, everybody, for coming tonight, and we will see you next Thursday.
All right.
Love this team. Love you guys. You rock.